And, alright, we're back. Sorry for cutting out, last time. What this is basically my turn to talk about a video game. And like I said, I will be doing another extended, version of this with Tori GNR1. But I'm still here with, Fwwaller.
Hello.
Yes,
Oh.
it's 3 a.m. on my end, and I'm keeping my sanity somehow.
Yep, and it's my turn to listen to him.
Yeah, actually, the Green Arrow game was his idea, and I was just there going, yes, right, and it's his turn, so this will be fun. Now, the idea I had for one of the major characters DC and Rocksteady should consider is a game about not just not one of their heroes, but actually what about a game based off of one of their villains. And probably one of the best one you could do a game about is Deathstroke. Slade Wilson. Now, I actually thought about this, and it would be cool if they made the game based off of kind of like akin to something what F.W. Waller's Green Arrow game is. I'd kind of make this like the spin-off / sequel to the Green Arrow game. That's how I'd make it. And also, I'd make this definitely M-rated.
There's no pansy ass like dumbing down all the superhero characters for the little bitty kids. No, this is going to be all out with a lot of gore, a lot of cussing, probably a little bit of drug usage. This is a DC Vertigo type game that we're dealing with here, people.
Yeah. With Deathstroke, I definitely make this a hardcore action game. Definitely, how I'd like the gameplay is definitely utilize Deathstroke combat system in different ways. I definitely like to use the over the shoulder battle sequence with the rifles and automatic weapons, but also kind of switch to you can pull out the sword and go like a Batman-esque battle mechanics, and also with hand-to-hand combat. I'd also like to utilize also explosives, like throw out a grenade, blow up people, get up close and maybe impale them through your sword or snap their necks.
It's almost the sword fighting would almost kind of be like maybe it would have like the blend of the Arkham games, that sort of free flow combat system, but the counter system, since Slade primarily uses swords. Actually, no, I just thought of something. Maybe you could have certain segments of the game where you're fighting only with your fists, and other segments where you're fighting only with swords.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
I could take that.
It's like, the hand-to-hand combat sequences would be kind of like Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, and the sword fighting would kind of be like either Prince of Persia or Assassin's Creed, sort of those sort of timing-based combat sword fighting mechanics. I think that would actually work pretty well.
Yeah, that's
or Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Because, Slade is a ninja. He's got to have some ninja sword fighting skills.
Right. And being actually would be cool in this story is actually, like I said, a sequel to the Green Arrow game that F.W. Waller's idea. I actually thought, the first mission would basically be Slade breaking out of Belle Rave, the maximum security prison for superhumans, after being beaten by Ollie, and basically the whole game is basically Slade getting his way back to the top. Now, throughout this game, of course, Slade isn't a good guy, so actually I'd like to have not heroes and villains coming after him. Slade is actually, he's not really a villain. He is a villain, but at some points he's treated like a gray area character.
Yeah, he's a very in-between.
Yeah.
Sort of good and evil character.
Yeah, more or less that. I'd like to have that, and also the whole choose your make your choice kind of things. Make decisions that would make an outcome of an ending. Now, of course, I wouldn't have Slade decides to join the Justice League. No, I'd have it Slade didn't kill him, but he messed him up, but he killed everyone else in their family.
Yeah, or you could have some missions where you're sort of deciding, okay, what do you want to do here? Do you want to assault like the Hive organization's home base and just basically fuck everybody up and try to assassinate Queen Bee, or would you go on a mission to basically kill and kill and assassinate, or maybe not so much kill, but sort of defeat and incapacitate the Teen Titans?
Yeah. Kind of like Mass Effect decisions you see in the Mass Effect game.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought of for the game is also in the story mode is that Amanda Waller is trying to capture Slade and force him, tongue-tied, force him to join Checkmate.
Oh, Checkmate. Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Have him forcefully part of the suicide, and actually send the Suicide Squad after him.
Oh shit, that would be badass. Slade fighting all the members of the Suicide Squad, fighting against Catman, Deadshot, Bane, all those guys.
Yeah.
That would be badass.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd even like to have.
Dude, you could have almost like a Metal Gear Solid-esque like sniper duel with Deadshot. Like it could be like the boss battle against like Sniper Wolf, or the end from Metal Gear Solid 3, where you're trying to hide somewhere like in a bush or something, and Deadshot's just tracking you all across the place, and then you finally find a good place to snipe him from.
Yeah, definitely that.
All kinds of crazy ass, like different variety boss battles.
Yeah, I'd even like to have like somehow he has to fight Lex Luthor in a boss battle.
Oh, dude, if you could decapitate Lex Luthor's bald head and put it on a fucking display case, I would love that. Fucking kill that bald, Mr. Clean looking son of a bitch.
Yeah. That's how, like I said, basically make a choice of either kill him or just stab your sword through a vital like an organ and basically have him bleed out, but have him live.
Yeah, almost like render him, put him in a wheelchair or something.
Yeah. I don't know, who else would you like to see in here as characters Slade could go up against?
Batman.
Well, yeah, of course, Batman.
Yeah, just kick the shit out of Batman. You know what? Well, who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah. Actually, you know what would be cool is actually fight one of the heavy hitters of the Justice League.
Yeah, I was actually, in all seriousness though, maybe there could be one part in the game where Slade is contracted by like the Legion of Doom, and he's given the choice to either take out this entire team of the Justice League Task Force, or turn against the Legion of Doom and try to assassinate this one division of them.
Yeah, one of those missions would be cool. Maybe have
basically missions where Slade is fighting against like metahumans and shit.
Yeah,
that would introduce all kinds of different gameplay types and crap.
Yeah, that would be another thing, is let basically have Slade as what he is, a mercenary. Have him work for not just the bad guys, but also like maybe you could have him leak out do missions where he leaks information for money for the JLA.
Yeah. Also, maybe if you want to earn some money, you could go see Roulette.
Yeah. You know what else? You know.
In Meta Brawl, fight a whole bunch of different DC villains and characters just to earn money.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely make this like a Assassin's Creed mixed with Grand Theft Auto. That would be probably the best mixture right there.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed, GTA, maybe a little bit of Mass Effect thrown in as well.
Yeah, Slade is definitely up for it. I'd even like to have, as voice actors go, the number one pick we both agreed on was Ron Perlman.
You know what? Actually, before we go into the voice actors, there's one vital element of Slade that we have both forgotten to talk about.
What's that?
His staff.
Oh yeah, the shotgun staff.
His awesome staff that fires like freaking mortar rounds that just blow shit up.
Yeah.
I knew somebody in the comments was gonna bitch about that, so we might as well bring it up now. But yeah, how would Slade actually fight with that?
Definitely use like a kendo stick, but also like a finishing move. Come up behind, like stick it under the guy's chin and pull the trigger.
Fuck yeah! just blow his fucking face off like. Ah!
And definitely, guys, we did like I hope I remind everyone that this would be an M-rated game.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you wouldn't be afraid with the combat. You wouldn't be afraid to go all out and make it as over the top as possible.
Yeah,
you know, because it is a comic book game, and Slade is a highly physically augmented, human being. So he would be able to perform all kinds of impossible, over the top, like stunts and crap. But yeah. The bow staff could also be used in stealth if you want to do some blitzkrieg tactics, blow up one group of guys here, go over, cause some confusion and chaos, pick all the guys off one by one while they're focusing on the explosion and where the fuck it came from, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of shit could work. You know, yeah, there's another character we forgot to mention. For those who are really in deep with the Deathstroke mythos. How about bring up his relationship with Barlow Chase, the second vigilante?
Yeah, you could have her as a supporting character in there. Maybe you could even play as her in like a couple of certain sections.
Yeah. Definitely bring her in there. I would like to have Rose in here, Rose Wilson, as a playable character.
Maybe, I think if that was written correctly, then maybe they could, maybe you could have, there could be like some kind of thing that would tug at Slade's morals, where Rose is trying to be a good guy, but she's trying to convince her dad to sort of join the side of good, but you can't really decide. That could be like a pivotal, moral decision-making point in the game.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Dad? Are you gonna fight for us, or are you gonna go back to your own barbaric mercenary ways? Make a choice.
Yeah.
Kind of lead into a multiple ending type scenario there.
Yeah, or even have like one of the last things is that you have a gun to. You can either you can actually have a chance to shoot an assassin. Successfully assassinate Bruce Wayne or some other major DC character, and Rose is trying to talk you out of it, so you get to choose whether or not you get to pull the trigger or not.
Yeah, and maybe as a DLC, Rose could be a playable character.
Yeah. So that's one way you could do it. Is like, I wouldn't have him join the side of good after that mission. I'd say like, and then Slade went off to find another job. At the end.
And also, you could use the bow staff as part of like the platforming mechanics and whatnot. But
yeah,
that's all I gotta say in the matter. Closing thoughts, Tyler.
I think I've wrapped up everything. This was I love making. I just want to see if any villain deserves to be a DC gets his own game, it's Deathstroke. Not Joker, not Lex Luthor. Although you can do great stories with them, Slade is at the top of the list.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Slade is awesome. He's a badass. He deserves to have a game made in his name.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This was fun doing these videos with Waller, and we're out.
Later.